Have been on the wall. Enough, Dario. Do your voice, man. Do your voice.
Oh my god, that ending was perfect.
Do your voice. Do it, Dario. Talk.
What the fuck was that? Man, that was some weird sounds. Anyways,
Do it,
Alderman
man.
Kyubi was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall.
Hold it!
Hold what?
So those weapons on the wall of the Fox chamber, I presume those are real?
No.
Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous?
No matter what he collected, the Alderman insisted to be the real deal. For instance, he had the real demon's club in his possession. Apparently, one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating that demon in battle.
God. What? That's got to be an old wives' tale.
Look at this face.
It almost looks like he has a beak.
Yeah, what the hell? Ha ha ha! The Alderman had pure, unaltered justice flowing in his veins. Whatever he did,
Wow,
he
right.
did it right! We've lost the real champion of justice in this town! Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask
The
me.
character?
Yeah, that
Just me.
What is it called? That Borderlands character?
What? No. The character from Donkey Kong.
Well, that too. But there's also a claptrap in Borderlands.
Carry0294. Hey guys, smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy
stop
cheeks.
your bleeding and tell us about the weapon. Hello, Car. Welcome to the stream. Your wish is my command. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murdered weapon.
Hold it!
My glasses are... Ah!
Doesn't make
Carry
sense if you think
0294.
about it. Prince
Hey
could
Dario,
easily
smiling
wipe
face
off.
with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks, red heart.
You do have a point there. I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prince because he could not.
What do you mean?
Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Well, don't just stand there. Show him who's boss.
I'm totally lost, so why don't you just tell me the answer already?
I don't think he saw that plea for help.
You feeling alright, kid? Running a fever, perhaps?
Which trials came with a reset button?
Carry0294.
What?
Ah, there you are.
Wow.
Come to light. Please proceed, Detective Fulbright.
At the time, Elderman Kyubi was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested.
Hold it!
Which, I mean, that sounds dangerous.
Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor.
What?
Was the sedative in his coffee?
Bingo!
Carry
We found
0294.
traces of a sleeping
Hey,
agent
guys.
all over the inside of the cup. And that is why he was out cold. That is until he leaped to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor. Oh
What an
my
awful way to
god!
wake up.
A rather stimulating eye-opener, if you ask me. I too would have risen to the attack for to die in battle is the samurai way. I'm so fucking cool. Paradise awaits fallen heroes by that hole in his stomach when making a challenge. Prosecutor Brackwell, please! Those morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court! Huh, says the jester in the detective's guise. Moving right along.
I love how Apollo didn't even say anything. You could just see his mesmerized face.
Of course. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab.
Hold it!
So the older man was drugged because he was really strong?
Did you see those rock-hard muscles of his? I'm surprised the spear even managed to pierce that armor-like musculator. I don't know how to say that word. I admit, I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his. Fucking cool.
Damn, that was very homoerotic of you, Mr. Fulbright. Well, he did look pretty buff, even in that suit he had on.
Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you.
Hello, Belly? Who even says that anymore?
Yeah, and the colors are wrong too. Oh, I know. How about a squishy red tomato?
I move to strike both of your comments from the record.
Mr. Justice character is not the issue here. Now let's get back to what happened after the far more muscular older man was impaled.
Yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back.
Hold it!
Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with that huge spear?
Absolutely. After all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged and speared was answered with a righteous counterattack.
Does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman?
Absolutely. After all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero on the side of justice. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need.
Objection!
You need to lay off the comic books, detective. We're talking about real life here.
Setting aside the half-wits' flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court ordered post-mortem concluded the victim moved after his skewering.
So he found the strength somehow to attack his attacker, huh?
Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident.
No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. That part about the older man fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked.
Alderman Hubie was fucking dead.
I always say it is.
So yeah. What do you think, Pip? Is it...
Check the evidence. It can't be this because there's nothing that will do anything.
Actually, it does. If you look closely.
No, it doesn't. Probably it's not this. We need someone who just. And I don't think it's the diagram because.
What?
Oh look what it says. Major. Which major? The guy who died or the other one?
Mayor.
Balls.
Mayor, not major.
So the mayor was the guy I voiced, right?
Major balls.
No.
Oh, when he say he hit me with the state what it says there's no print. Do you think it's this one? Because it says no, but no prints could be lifted. Prints. What could be lifted? This is something
Your
with.
mom. I mean, I lifted your mom yesterday. It was very hard.
I want your opinion, man. What's your
She was
opinion?
like 500 kilograms. And,
Where's your ponyo, man?
But, you know, I managed to do it. Because I am superhuman, like that wrestler.
Like I say, it says,
I
he
think
grabbed
it's
us.
also time to lift Dario's mom because she's too fucking loud.
Yeah, because food
Listen
is
to me,
ready
man.
already.
Do you
It's
understand
unexpected.
language?
You barely started and your food is ready. Amazing.
Can I? Anyway,
Anyways, yes, I think this
He-
is kind of
he
weird. I mean, if
sent
there's
and
no
struck
fingerprints,
back.
how does he? How does he got a thing
yeah.
and hit him
It's
with the
only
head,
one-
and how does he?
Was this the most
There's no
important? Blah, blah, blah.
fingerprints on it.
Yes.
So show this fucking thing. See,
Can we swap
winner.
now? Can we swap now?
No.
I think they played 10 minutes now.
Do you hear this? How
Now,
does
do you
this
say
sound?
Taro?
How does
When
this
do we
sound like?
swap?
What?
Wait,
mean,
like
please.
a. When do we swap? Now?
Did you even
Later?
hear it?
Yes, I did.
I
Your
played
music or
ungefähr
whatever
10
it is.
minutes, man.
What? No, these were two tea bags that I'm, putting in and out of the.
I have a
now I
question.
hear
Did the alderman really strike the mayor?
When do you want to swap
balls?
Taro? When do you want to
Major
swap Taro?
balls.
Now or later or
Oh, you can play another hour.
no? What?
What? Are you questioning my sense of justice?
Then wait until the next testimony will appear.
Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. But the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory. Major balls!
It would appear that the defense has a counter-argument. Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the detective's statue.
What are we writing, bitch?
Wow.
Wow.
There are no fingerprints.
Did he even
Yeah, there's no.
oh, wait, it didn't even say. Wait, it didn't say. Well, isn't.
So what is?
There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo,
Now it says, oh, he had handschuhe and.
you notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves.
Oh, now it's doing that.
Yes, I believe he's quite gloveless indeed.
If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you?
Did I arrest the
Reach
wrong
faster.
man? Ah, this can't be happening! Did I arrest
This
the
was
wrong
not-
man?
This was not auto-scrolling for some reason.
I like how there's an autoplay function, but it still auto scrolls in some instances. What is the point of that? You know,
No.
clicking the fucking
did it.
button.
You did it, Apollo. You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse.
Silence! Oh.
Well, it's just 1 point in our favor.
What are you supposed to club the mayor if it wasn't the alderman?
Well, if it was the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor.
I mean, there was a third party there in the Fox chamber.
Exactly. And this could be the big break we've been looking for.
There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion?
The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive.
Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono.
Justice Homo? I mean, Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks.
It will take far more than to cut down Simon Blackwell. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship.
This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Huh. There's a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that bloodstained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just happens that the blood was the mayor's.
So, what are you getting at?
Are you fucking stupid? Hone your mind, boy. Why was there blood on the cloth? Solve that riddle, and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion.
Now let's see. How was that cloth used? Was it used by QB as a head covering to wipe up blood to wrap the statue?
It looks like there's no punishment. I mean, there's no line.
There
To
will be a
wrap the
huge.
statue.
There will be a Lou
Damn.
moment.
I would say this.
I just
But
said
it looks
things
like
as they
there's
came
no
to mind.
damage if you fail.
But then I started to wonder.
Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the glove. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor.
Let me run! Rend them asunder!
Precisely. Bully for you, boy.
Oh, it was nothing.
Apollo! Don't let him start manipulating you too!
But at that time, all I could
Just
think
close the hole
about
for the
was...
prosecution!
I did?
Was about what, Titus? What?
I did.
Right. That a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is as plain as day. But this also proves there are no holes in our theory of the alderman striking back.
Oops.
Oh, no, it gets updated. 2 pages. 2 pages what?
Now, do you see how dull your mind is?
Anirachu. K.
I'll
Hello,
make
Nero,
sure
welcome
to
to the
stop it
stream.
next time.
There will be no next
A
time.
particular frightening inmate once told me that. He always tenderly honed his penis before he went
Wow.
to his cell. And then he fucked.
Cell?
That's why I have these eye. You know, I
Oh.
couldn't sleep anymore. I get nightmares every day!
You finished the
He
night,
always
I don't know.
tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like a samurai of yore. This guy's a total samurai.
Samurai sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me.
Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time.
Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef?
It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all.
I was kinda attached to that hole. Now what?
Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it?
Why didn't I think of that? Anybody could have not left prints on it.
Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please eliminate us with your wisdom, young lady.
There's only one answer. The real killer!
Prove the existence of this real killer then. What evidence have you?
Well, I'll give you evidence, alright?
Athena, are you sure about this?
Don't say it isn't worth it.
To borrow your
Don't
words, Apollo, I'm fine.
Don't say it, it isn't worth it.
Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks allegedly from a yokai were found at the scene. I believe they are from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue.
Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed that old man?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Objection!
No, Athena, you just look. You just lost what little credibility we had left. Credibility.
Milady!
Milady!
Sorry, guess I got carried away.
Mr. Justice! We've no time to deal with objections between members of the defense.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's just, this kid's still, well, a kid, a very dumb kid, and,
So,
you know, maybe she should go back to kindergarten, and...
Is this how it ends then?
You mean me? I'm reporting this to Mr. Ride.
So, is this called to believe the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it?
No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the Elder Man.
Oh, interesting. And why do you suppose the killer would do that?
Why, indeed?
You suck, Mr. Justice! Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is.
Ouch. This I'm not reporting to Mr. Ride.
Boy, fool bright. Explain to his baldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks.
Isn't it time? I don't know.
Yes, it is time, but I also
Ready for
need. I need
You
to
mean
do
you can
a
explain all
recess.
that?
I want to wait for the right moment, but where's the right moment? Now?
This is the right
Or what?
moment right here, because it's the
Let's do-
stupidest
and-
face
and,
ever.
And eat your fucking sausage, man. Eat your sausage.
So now we do a recess then.
Because you know I hate your sausage and your salad and your
Was
mom
that
and
me? It sounded like me.
Yeah,
Say
that's
goodnight,
probably one
Bernie.
of. That's one of your sounds, I guess.
we are staying in this menu. In here, stay here.
No, I want to see his face.
Yes.
What if
Put
someone
the-
is a ghost is pressing his button again? Like a ghost and it skips.
My controller's not even plugged in.
So a recess then.
Yes. We'll be
Eat your hot
back.
dog and then.
all I have to say.
Okay.
My turn. I guess it's my turn.
Alrighty. What? You mean you can explain all that? What is that? Why is this popping up?
Our investigative prowess is without equal.
I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession.
Damn.
Well, let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks.
What? Yokai watch?
Feathers and tracks.
This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush the opposition to the municipal merger. Fuck, now I did this mistake. Fuck. Mayor Tenma panicked when when the amazing Ninetales helped the emboldened to the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. And
Okay.
that's about it, I guess.
Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears?
Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitions' minds. Those feathers only gave way to the idea that the Elder Man was slain by a demon. The accursed demon, Tenma-Taro, that is.
Tenma who?
Tenma-Taro, the legendary demon locked away in the village Forbidden Chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great... Hey!
Whoops.
Hey! The great black feathered demon. And thus were they blinded to utter more plausible explanations.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect?
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself!
On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. And as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenma-Taro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection!
Dullard, you are playing right into the killer's mind games.
What?
Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believed the murder to be the work of the real Tenma-Taro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenma-Taro suit is the killer.
Ah!
The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect the blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the Elder Man. And thus, our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
You honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
Objection!
The evidence speaks for itself, fool bride. Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown's favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out the path of injustice!
Do the people of Ninetales really believe a yokai is behind the crime?
Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Oh, I must say, a crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds.
Just so. A particular silver-tongued inmate once had following words for me. The innocent of heart are the easiest to pray.
You don't say! Was this inmate a con artist?
No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt for the poor chap.
Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey?
Yes, well... Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination. Ah! Ah!
Fetters and tracks. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush the opposition to the municipal merger.
Hold it!
Detective Fulbright. Is the anti-merger movement really that strong?
Oh, absolutely. They parade around in yokai costumes shouting, "Down with the mayor, Tenma!" And just the other day, they stormed Tenma City Hall, claiming it was a den of vipers. But then the Q showed his face. The angry mob scattered like leaves upon an autumn wind. For you, see, lowly yokai are no match for Tenmataro, the Dark Lord of their kind.
Wait, are the villagers scared of Mayor Tenma or Tenmataro? I'm confused.
I think it means Mayor Tenma. It's easy to get the wrong impression about the guy.
Detective Fulbright, why do you suppose the defendant would commit such an act?
Mayor Tenma panicked when the Amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters.
The Amazing Ninetales. No one knows his true identity, right?
That's right! And he was a lone wolf, or in other words, he didn't belong to a wrestling federation. He appeared like a shooting star, defeating one Tenma Town wrestler after another. And before anyone knew it, he was champion. Like the samurai of Yore, surrounding Dick with enemies, he cut them down one by one. It was a complete and utter loss of face for Tenma Town Pro Wrestling. He was amazing! If ever there was a real superhit, it would be him!
Oh, look how red his face is. Well, orange.
I dream of becoming a true champion of justice like him someday.
I bet Detective Fulbright would be a great pro wrestler. He could even team up with Prosecutor Blackwell.
A police detective and a prisoner in chains? You know, I think people would actually pay to see that. I know I would.
So you do understand the greatness that is at the Amazing Ninetales. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster.
Hold it!
Hold what?
Did the murder and yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fears?
Absolutely! It had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the dreaded Tenmataro has them shaking their boots.
Oh my, is it really that bad?
That superstitious lot. It's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in their village. The mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a mass exodus.
I see. That's a very persuasive argument.
The mere thought of his honor buying into Simon the Psycho Slasher's words
Psycho Crusher!
makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now.
You see, there can only one reason why anyone would plant those fetters and tracks. The strange fetters and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer.
Hold it!
But it doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder?
What do you mean?
You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman QB?
Excellent point.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So your honor agrees there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Objection!
Perhaps the killing was on the spur of the moment.
You're saying it wasn't premeditated?
From the outset, I had no intentions of paying heed on any of your babble. The app, you know, there's an app called Babble. However,
Right.
the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery.
A startling discovery? Why don't I
Carry
like this?
0294. Premeditated.
Alderman's QB's secret identity.
Carry 0294. Lul.
Hello! I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder?
This is not good.
This patch of fur was discovered at this crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene.
Oh my, but why would it have been there?
Carry 0294.
Victim was
Thinking phase.
The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Hello? Oh, look how still I am. Nothing is moving. Only my eyes are moving. Need I say more?
Oops.
Oops!
Could it really be?
Your baldness has an empathy. I see. Our victim, Rex Kyubi, was the amazing Ninetales. And the mayor discovery of this fact was his motive for murder.
No!
Aha! Look how cool I stand there.
Order! Order! What a shocking development! A motive clearer than crystal water.
What the? What is wrong with my voice?
You're voicing too much old mans, man. Too many old.
Carry 0294. Orda.
Oh gosh.
A motive clearer than crystal clear.
What do we do now, Apollo?
Carry
I think
0294.
they tied
Or
the
did I
Alderman's
say?
secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder?
At least we've reached my real point. Why did the alderman have to forge a secret identity? Does it not pique your interest, your baldness?
I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement.
Very astute of you, your baldness. Right! Now, take a look at this! Blackmail later. If you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetales Vale with Tenma Town. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman Cube's pocket.
What?
At present, the alderman's wife is in the hospital. And that letter is a clear evidence the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life. What the fuck?
Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tema go missing? Right after the Alderman's murder?
You think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder and planted it into the Alderman's pocket?
It's possible, but we don't have any proof that that's what happened.
Talk about being up the creek without a paddle. Blackmail letter.
What? Damn. Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he just left at planning the yokai things. But he was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the amazing Ninetales.
So it was the amazing Ninetales' counterattack that brought the entire crime to light.
Wait a sec. Wright's claiming that the mayor
Aviation
killed
Ripper-Doors.
Alderman after planting
Injustice
the
we
yokai
trust.
evidence, that the mayor was knocked out
Hello.
cold immediately after
Welcome
that.
to the street.
Detective full of shit. Please add your previous statement to your testimony.
Okay. Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers on tracks.
Hold it!
So let me get this straight. You believe the mayor planted the yokai evidence before the murder, not after?
Absolutely! And then he was knocked out cold by the alderman's last punch. He wouldn't have had a chance to plant the evidence after that.
Something's not right here. Hard to believe that a stiff, humorless man like the mayor could be behind such a stunt.
We have to do something, Apollo, before they pin it all on the mayor.
Then we are going to need to prove that Mayor Tenma didn't plant that yokai stuff.
How are we supposed
Carry
to do that?
0294. Justice.
Justice.
It's definitely
Justice League.
Because it's new. Can we somehow prove
Yeah.
it didn't? Was this like...
After planting.
If we did it before, why are there prints there then? If we planted them before, I mean there's like blood. Footsteps of him.
Aviation
Oh,
Ripper-Doors.
no.
So what? Bobby Fulbright, we gonna have a testimony
There's
from a literal
something else,
yokai monster
no?
of 100 yokai called Tenmatero?
The statue has traces of blood, blah blah blah. It was apparently wrapped in a large cloth on which the defendant's blood was also found. No fingerprints could be lifted from the cloth.
Wow.
Looks interesting. I don't think it's any of those diagrams, I mean. How should I
Anna
make
Chu.
tracks without blood?
No one asked or cared, but happy birthday to my brother.
Man,
Happy birthday, Anira's
Actually-
brother.
Actually, yeah,
Whoa.
you're right.
Shout out
what
to him.
the question is, do we really want this
I
picture
don't know his
now?
YouTube
But
name.
we have
but
nothing
whatever.
else.
Or Twitch.
Yeah,
whatever
actually, yeah, without
account he
blood,
uses.
it would be hard to make these tracks.
Is it?
We have nothing else. It must be someone on the crime scene.
I guess.
Aviation
I'll just
Ripper-Doors.
try.
Objection!
Happy birthday to
Oh
your
my
brother
goodness,
too.
it's correct.
Carry 0294.
Detective
Happy
full of
birthday to him.
shit. Your sense
Carry
of justice
0294.
is anything but fair.
Party face with a party horn.
Silent,
Hat.
Rocket
And
Pump.
confetti party face
What's
with a party
this?
horn.
You
Hat
dare
and
question my
confetti.
justice
Anna Chu.
again?
Don't think he has Twitch. Just
Yes,
you
I
two.
am. Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Take a look
You
at this
too,
photo.
poop?
This is the crime scene photo, and just what does this prove?
It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted.
But I already told you! They were planned before the murder! But the defendant planted the yokai evidence
Aviation
and then was
Ripper-Doors.
knocked out while killing his
Party
victim!
face with a party horn. Hat. And confetti party
No.
face with a party horn. Hat.
would
And
be
confetti party
impossible.
face with a party horn. Hat.
look
And
right
confetti
here, it's
party
clear
face
when
with
the
a party
feathers and
horn.
tracks were
Hat.
left at
And
the
confetti
scene.
party face with a party horn. Hat. And confetti party face with a party horn. Hat. And confetti party face with a party horn. Hat.
But
And
which
confetti.
footprint?
Any of these, I would guess.
Take that! Aren't you just pointing to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice?
Yes, see how the feathers are on top of the blood and the tracks were made in blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the
Aviation
murder.
Ripper-Doors. Oops.
Then... the mayor must have planted the evidence after...
And you said it yourself, the mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore, There must have been someone else besides the mayor and the other man at the crime scene!
Oh, there must be some mistake! No! No!
Order! Order!
Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you? Ha ha ha!
Oh, great. Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness testimony for you.
Oh, you do? But how? Oh, man! Was my vaunted sense of justice really just half-baked? Man, look, now I'm like an anime girl on prom night.
He's taking this really hard.
Mr. Justice, what is this testimony regarding a third party that you claim to have?
I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenmar's daughter. The witness, Jinxie Tenmar, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon LizardTaro.
Aviation
He's
Ripper
the
Doors.
source of those feathers and
Bobby
tracks.
Fulbright, in justice we trust. Your justice is more to the trash. Detective Fulbright.
I'm shocked.
Will somebody please say something?
The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means.
You dare to mock this court and justice itself? You're unfit to bear your name, boy. Your baldness. It appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion.
Aviation Ripper Doors.
Well, he looks
Phantom.
delirious, all right.
Hold it! Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out.
Very well, Mr. Justice, I'm all ears. But you had better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about?
It's on the statement here. Jinxie Tenmar asserts that she saw LizardTaro after she discovered the crime scene and called the police. She came around a corner in the hall. It was around here that she saw LizardTaro fleeing toward the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise.
How incredibly unjust! Why haven't I heard about this before?
LizardTaro giving testimony. That is what yokai do. Right. Sarcastic.
So the mayor isn't the killer? Was it only said that the prosecutor is a convicted felon after all? Apollo, the momentum has shifted in our favor.
Good. Now let's give it that way.
Objection!
Little today you realize that you are in the most of a fray. Your sword is broken. Whatever that fucking means, I don't know.
My sword? I didn't know I had one to break. Bing! Are you implying there's a problem with my claim?
Consider this. If that yokai impersonator had indeed fled toward your foyer, that fool and that fop would have seen him.
Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and El Bell. Now that you mention it.
Both Venus and Ferb. Venus
What's
Filch
Ferb?
and Florent LaBelle were in the foyer at the time. But they haven't stated that they saw a yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination?
Alright, why didn't those two see the LizardTaro impersonator pass by?
Why don't we ask them ourselves?
I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor, to the
It'll
stand.
be horrible.
I just know he must have seen something.
Well, I suppose we can't ignore the fact that this that the little girl believes she saw a monster.
Carry
I
0294.
trust you have no objections.
Phineas
to
and Ferb was a
Justice
great show.
request, Prosecutor Blackwell.
I only watched a little bit of it.
I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby.
Huh. I knew that Tanuki was a rare find. But then we captured him, and I didn't think he'd end up as a witness. Do with him as you will.
Did he just say captured? No, wait. I don't want
Capture
to know.
the flag.
Very well then. Bailiff! Please go wake Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand. The witness state his name and occupation, please.
Has he also big balls or something?
Yes.
Just Tanuki?
The name is Filch. Phineas Filch. Caretaker of QB Manor. Oh, and this is for you, your lordship.
Anirachu.
Just a little something I told you.
I watched 2 episodes of it and thought it's hella boring, and I don't like the concept of that one person is always treated badly and no one believes them.
We'll do just fine, Mr. Filch.
Ah, it's those shoes again.
Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright?
Don't tell me Filch stole them again.
They're all yours, your ownership, sir.
What? But they seem awfully expensive.
Yep, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like your ownership.
It's a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts.
Oh, ethics, medics. Just take him if you want him. Polished up and real nice for you, too.
I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. Oh shit. That was kind of a disappointing fart. The court would like to hear whether you saw LizardTaro in the foyer after the murder.
At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. Cubies asked. I was making sure no one fair, fool, fishy, or otherwise could get to our guest. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened at after 3 p.m. But I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, no sir.
Bulgarian treasure planet.
That yokai you keep yabbering on was but a phantom of a little girl's dream.
So, you're telling this court you never saw anyone dressed up like LizardTaro?
Yep, was guarding the whole time. That's the truth, the holy truth. And nutter and butter, the truth.
The holy shit.
Like, holy shit, man. And
Mumbo
LizardTaro?
chumbo.
Bah, you don't really believe in all that yoka mumbo jumbo, do ya? I certainly don't.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm getting exposed.
My bracelet, it's... Oh, it's cutting off the circulation to my penis! Ah!
Something the matter, Apollo?
My bracelet keeps squeezing my penis!
Well, good.
Really? So you think Mr. Filch has been lying to us?
I wouldn't rule it out. Now, if I could just zero in on a tell, some sort of nervous habit. Ah! What in the... What is that? What is going on?
It's a,
What
it's
is
a
that?
eagle.
A bird. I mean, a falcon.
Look at his face.
It's Captain Falcon. It's Captain Falcon.
What's a hawk doing in here?
Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka. He seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse. Made his new home, in fact.
That was random. He doesn't live with you, you know? In jail? Who's ever heard of a courthouse bird?
Taka simply loads trickery and fraud. And that queer power of yours seems to have offended my dear bosom buzzard.
Queer?
What the heck? What kind of bullshit is this?
This isn't some sort of... Ah! I won't be able to spot squat like this.
Yeah, what the heck? What the heck is going on around here? Run for the hills!
No pets or other animals allowed in the courtroom.
Screech!
His eyes.
Come on, somebody help!
Oh, he's merely having a bit of a sport. He won't harm you, save when truly famished.
In that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, you will ensure your feathered friend is properly fed.
Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way.
You'll be fine, I think.
So,
There was someone dressed as LizardTaro there. Filch should have seen him. We just have to put our faith in Jinxie's statement for now.
Mr. Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Guarding the foyer.
at the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. QB asked.
Hold it!
Wait, no.
Mr. Filch, why did Alderman QB have you handle guard duty?
'Cause he trusts me. I am the manor's caretaker, after all.
So you took said guard duty seriously?
Let me tell you something about me. I'm...
Oops.
Yeah! Listen here, you little tanuki. Get straight to the point and be quick about it. The court wishes to hear what you did or didn't see in the foyer, and not else. Yes, of course, sir. Right away, sir.
Blackwell's got him completely under his thumb.
Like I say, I was guarding the foyer entrance that day. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get in our guests. Get onto our guests. Could get to our guests. Could get to our guests. Hello?
I think his internet, maybe the internet died. The sound is back, the background sound is gone.
Oh no. Oh no.
And there's no background sound, it's always
Oh
something.
no.
We check. I guess something died. I don't know, maybe the power bank.
Oh no.
Test. Hello.
You're
What
back.
happened?
I can hear you.
No, my brother came in. I unplugged the
Oh.
microphone.
Let's assume your internet died or something.
Hold it!
No, it didn't die. So no one could get to him. Sounds like security was pretty tight.
That's 'cause there's always lots of sneaks and thieves around the festival town.
People should always knock at the door, not just come in. I'm here.
And the solution was to entrust the manor's security to a thief? That's not even funny.
Maybe it's a matter of
That is
stopping
funny to
thieves.
me, Mr. Justice.
Hiring run. After all, it takes
Very
one to know one.
That is funny to me, Mr. Justice.
Hiring run. After all, it takes one to know one.
I don't know, it seems more like letting the fox guard the henhouse to me.
Oh,
does
so the
the
witness testifies that he took his guard duty seriously.
Yes, sir. Your honorship, sir. I was still in my office, keeping a good watch when the murder happened at 3 p.m.
Hold it!
Did you really keep an eye on the foyer the entire time?
Poor old Filchy. Been working hard my whole life. Only to be smeared by some greenhorn in his fancy smanchy suit and silly haircut. Sorry, Mr. Blackwell, sir. I didn't mean to get off subject there.
Sheesh, Blackwell didn't even say anything.
To answer your question, yes, I kept an eye, no both of them. In fact, on the foyer. But I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, no sir.
Hold it!
What?
Ding, could you describe to the court who you would consider fishy looking?
Someone all fidgety and shifty, like, you know, they're about to steal something.
So, somebody like him. He just described himself.
What? No.
I wonder why Mr. Filch didn't see Tenma-Taro.
Maybe Jinxie only thinks she saw Tenma-Taro, or...
Maybe Mr. Filch is lying.
And if he's lying, we might be able to spot a contradiction in his testimony.
At the time of the murder, I was on duty, but then I died. Then 3 p.m. And then I fucking died again. I never had this much dying in my time, but I will mention parallel.
Well, don't we have this one, the TV one?
LOL! It says 3 there. Tenma-Taro Pro Wrestling. So he didn't keep a good watch, I would say.
Because he was keep watching till after 3 p.m. So he didn't see it because he didn't was watching TV.
So I guess I present this.
So it even says Filch TV program guy.
Well, I guess I should.
Well,
present
just...
it.
Oh no, I can't get
Don't
exposed.
lie to the court like that, Mr. Filch.
Hey, it ain't right to bust back a fella like that.
Unfortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see that at the time of the crime, there was a pro wrestling match scheduled. Something you'd never miss.
Ah, yeah, I didn't mention that one. No, sir, I was doing my job, just like I was supposed to.
This guy doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right?
Ah!
Not only that, you even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote,
It was a complete disaster.
Ah!
so, do you admit to slacking off?
You can't trick me with your ready poo liar talk. I am the one professional times 2. I can double duty watching TV and the foyer at the same time.
Lol.
I am
Only
multitasking.
Filch can claim to be a professional of his professional thief.
Mr. Justice, you would have this court believe the witness was slacking off.
That's correct. He claims to have been watching TV and the foyer at the same time.
What's this
That's
impossible?
nothing but a bald-faced lie.
That was
What'd you say? But I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you meant the witness, Mr. Justice.
What?
In that case, let's see what evidence you can offer. You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV and the foyer simultaneously. No, prove it!
Mr. Right. I don't
Look,
care.
so that's the door and there's
Carry
no
0294.
window? Or what?
Uh-oh.
It's bold. Apollo, not bald.
Is there even a window?
Well, what else can I present here?
I think this stuff diagram. I mean,
There's nothing.
how can he watch at the same time if you look at the TV? You need to look to the
It's the only
behind
thing I
him.
can present here. I'll present this. If it's wrong, then I take the hit.
Please
Please
take
take a look at the... Please, take a look
look.
at the Nintendo Switch 2. Coming... summer 2025. Please take a look at the direction the
Mr.
TV is
Justice.
facing in this diagram.
Why are you fucking lying? There is no
No,
Nintendo
unless-
Switch 2.
Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time.
Oh yes, someone watching TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance.
Exactly, and that means, Mr. Filch, you were slacking off and we're not watching the foyer as you claim.
Yips! The backside of the cat. The other way out.
LOL, lol. Kinda sounds like, you know, the cat was shitting out of the bag or something.
Well, that's because he did. The cat.
Order! 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 I will have order! Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to this case?
It's very relevant because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a LizardTaro impersonator in the foyer.
Objection!
What now? You fucking
Granted,
asshole.
Carry
this
0294.
Tanuki was lax in his
Order.
duties, but he still had a foyer entrance covered.
What are you talking about?
Carry 0294.
This.
Order in my court.
I'm not a mind reader.
Ah,
Fuck!
auditory sense. His eye may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Tanuki? They were? I mean, yes, they were.
But you already admitted to slacking off. Now you say you weren't?
My eyes may be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all the creaky squeaky when someone walks on them.
Like my
Quick,
thing.
quick. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon.
I have the same in my room. The same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like in PM's room. So you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by?
Yep, my ears were working full time. So who's the liar now, you no good shyster?
Scheiße!
Scheiße!
Scheiße! This has to be the low point of my fledgling career.
Wow, great. Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Blackwell, sir. You really are something else. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And them bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine. Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka is particularly fond of Tanuki. I should lie to this court again. You may suddenly find yourself on the menu. Ah! Please don't eat me, Mr. Taka, sir. Ah!
The witness will henceforth testify truthfully on the penalty of painful bird attacks. And with that in mind, the court requests that the witness revise his testimony accordingly.
Man. A new testimony.
Ears working overtime.
It's true. I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. The floor there's all creaky, squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone waking by. So, you see, there were no 10 matar in the foyer. Superstition is the religion of a feeble mind.
You missed your line there.
No,
He needs time to prepare his voice. He needs time to prepare his voice.
Because my cat is now on top of the desk, and I don't want her to, just jump on the damn keyboard. Get out of there. Right.
Meow. Meow.
Understand a simple, rational explanation. Oh no, the sound has been playing. I guess now I can't talk anymore. But wait, now he finally put the stop button there. A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai, demons, and such. We must use common sense. For lacking that, our entire world would be but
Carry
upside
0294. Typical cat.
Says the convict prosecutor, who's totally a sign of the end times for the legal world.
And besides, if there were any yokai roaming about, I'd not sell them into the zoo.
I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things.
It seems to be the general consensus. But I'm sticking to my guns.
But if we can't prove she saw LizardTaro, the mayor's sure to be convicted.
Then we better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs.
BBs?
Well,
What's a
BBs?
BBs?
I don't know.
You don't know what BBs are?
No.
It's those little, balls that, those
Balls?
toy guns have. They're very little, balls.
They are called BB?
Yeah, those are BBs.
Now we got enlightenment, man. And
Yes, I feel so enlightened.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
So why can't we just call them bullets then?
Because
I mean,
because
small plastic bullets or something.
because it
Because
sounds, you
because
know,
balls.
because just imagine this, Tar. You're in a courtroom and you have to say
Carry
that mouthful.
0294.
Just say
They're
Why the
metal balls that
trash?
hurt
and
like
then
hell
it
but don't
should
kill
be
you.
faster. I don't know why they're called BBs. That's just what they're called. BBs.
Use Wikipedia for that. Lol.
wow.
It's true. I was watching a pro wrestling match on Office TV.
What's that sound? I had to stop
What?
that sound. I don't know.
What?
That was a weird sound.
I didn't even hear it.
Yeah, it was
even
very
hear it.
low. I think the M might have heard it.
What?
Oh.
Whatever.
Your mom?
Hold it!
Didn't
Hold
Dario
it. You
say
are
that?
paid for your work, aren't you? So how do you justify watching TV on the job?
But it ain't easy being me. I mean, I can't watch TV when I have visitor and there's no way to record stuff.
Sorry, am I supposed to be consoling you over
What,
your
in this-
first word?
Doesn't this take
Problem?
place in 2026? I mean, there should be like recording things already.
Well, isn't it 2020?
Mr. Dario64, I have to disagree. In fact, in the future, there won't be any recording anymore because the fucking, copyright thing and anti-piracy things and stuff will be so hardcore you can't record anything
Actually,
at all.
Actually, this game we have
Just like last time when we tried to watch Crunchyroll over Parsec.
Anyway.
We just got a black screen.
Anyway.
But that's already been years like this.
Well,
But it will be worse. It will get worse and worse and worse. And soon enough, a splitter or something won't work anymore. And
can you give me a
this will
second?
not work anymore, and that will not work anymore.
Can we give me a second?
And then
Mr.
those
Justice.
corporations have the full control over their content.
Can I have a
and they can
second?
just rip it out of existence as if it
want a
never
second.
existed, and then it will be lost media.
Give me a second,
and then
please.
in the year 2050, there will be a new Q Tower series, and I will
Listen
be
to
able
me.
to record it.
Also, in this game we have 2028 or something.
So yeah, this is a bleak look into the future.
Really?
Except it's here, it's 2028 in this game.
Problems. He should consider himself lucky.
Because I remember I could record something on this TV I have, and it worked.
With bad
Yeah, but-
quality.
But that TV also has a copy protection thing. Like you can only play it back on the TV.
Ah, well, yeah. Well, I mean,
Mine-
you can
mine
only
has
play
it.
it back
Mine
on the device, actually, yes.
Yeah. Mine TV has
That's
it. Mine
already
TV,
a
yeah.
fucking piece of shit.
Mine TV has it actually. With you can't
I guess
record but
pro
not
wrestling
use it.
serious business to Mr. Filch.
But you can use it on the PC because it doesn't work.
My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime.
Unless you have a converter or something, you can convert that.
Well, that's cool then.
I think you can, but I never tried it.
You lied earlier about taking your guard duty seriously, didn't you?
That ain't no harm in debating the truth a little, right? Ah! Listen to me, you little tanuki.
I always said, listen to me,
Lie
you
again,
Tanuki.
and Taka shall feast upon that forked tongue of yours. Ah! Sorry, just let me keep my tongue.
At least leave it until we get the truth out of him in any case.
You were negligent in your duties, were you not? Yes, sir, I was, sir, but it ain't like that. The floor there's all creaky, squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by.
Hold it! So you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch.
As good as they come, I'd say ain't nothing to hear a creaky floor. Plus, that Tenmataro makes a sound when the heat goes by. It's like a jingle jangle.
Jingle jangle? How does he do that?
It's that staff of his. That's what the jingle jangles.
What's he talking about, Apollo?
Beats me, but I guess Tenmataro has a staff that makes noise. That's wrong, isn't it? It wasn't depicted in this picture.
Yeah,
that is
true, but
Come to think of it, didn't Jinxie mention something like that
But he had something.
too? He said she saw Tenmataro holding a staff-like object that made a jangly sound.
I guess
Yeah,
that's
well,
the
that is
source of the
true.
noise then.
Also, this looks like a totally different character on the picture. I don't know why.
Oh, Mr. Justice, Mr. Fish says Tenmataro jingle jangles. Would you consider that vital information?
It's very
Yes.
important. Extremely vital. I request that it be added to his testimony.
Well, whatever, man.
If Tenmataro was to pass by his staff, who would have gone jingle jangle?
Hold it!
Hold what? I don't have
So
anything to
Temataro's
hold.
staff makes a distinctive sound?
Yep, like a jingle jangle. Oh,
Wait, Jinxie said something like that. Something about Tenmataro making a jangly sound.
I think we are missing something here, but I can't quite put a finger on it. Perhaps I should take a look at the court record again.
Mr. Justice, I hope you shut the fuck up.
Yes,
So you see, there
That's
were
when
two Tenmataro in the foyer.
Hold it!
Right?
Please tell the court, what did Jinxie see if it was not Tenmataro?
She's always going on about seeing this yokai or that. Just an active imagination, I reckon. She won't even come near me because she thinks I'm sort of a tanuki monster. Which is fucking ridiculous.
Didn't say I blame her.
So, Mr. Filch, you chalk it up to a child's active imagination?
Yep. No Tenmataro or anyone else got in or out of Kyuubi's manor on my watch.
Apollo, what could this mean? Do you think Jinxie was just seeing things?
Well, if that's the case, the details she provided were pretty impressive. But if we were to continue believing Jinxie's statement,
We have to uncover Filch's lie.
right, or find out why he can't tell the truth.
The truth is, I can't say it.
It's definitely this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a new
And
testimony.
It's also this picture here.
Are you
See,
sure?
that-
Are you really sure about that?
I am really sure about that.
Do we have the Jinxie statement what says this? No.
Yeah, well, in this version, yes.
Well, it both says Changli. But if you'll use to see it will be true or not.
But why does he think that Tenmataro is wielding a staff? Why does he think that? Because he saw him
that's-
with a staff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
In the picture, there is no staff.
If
Yeah,
it's wrong, then yeah, it must actually it must be
Objection!
wrong.
that was correct. Temataro's staff would make a jangly sound, you say? Well, I'm going to say that your story doesn't add up.
Is that something the defense would like to share with the court?
Mr. Filch, you said that you didn't see Temataro on the day of the incident. Why then did you assume just now that Temataro would be holding a staff?
Huh?
You see, the Temataro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hand, and she described it sounds just like you did, as a kind of jangly sound.
Yeah? So, he was holding his staff. That's your point.
Objection!
The point is that Temataro doesn't use a staff, not normally.
That's how you're talking about.
You see, this is the only known document depicting Temataro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch?
Yes, and
You're right, there's no staff, not even a cane or a walking stick.
Ah!
So the question is, why does the witness think Temataro uses a staff?
Exactly. I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level.
Well, Now this is getting interesting.
Now you're further away again.
you say
Mr.
that?
Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Tamataro carries a staff.
Felix is a scatterbrain, this is it. No, I'm just kidding.
You actually saw Tamataro. Yeah.
Well, first I
Mr.
gotta
Filch
smash
actually
the
saw
table.
Tamataro right after the crime occurred. That's the only way you could possibly know about the staff.
Busted again! Bloody hell! Hey, I couldn't even read that. Bloody hell! You dubious little...
Yes, how did that feel, Black Quill? That's
I'm
so
getting a
fun
heart
when you're on the
attack.
receiving end of the blade, is it? Admit it, Mr.
English?
Filch. You did see Tamataro that day, didn't you? Well,
I'm begging you, please don't make me say it.
but clearly you did see Tamataro. Stop stalling and testify to that fact.
No can do. No way, no ho. You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be.
He, Mr. Filch, still won't admit to seeing Tamataro, even though everyone knows he did. The question now is, why?
Mr. Filch is scared to death.
Is that why he can't admit the truth?
Come to think of it.
They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul.
Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Tamataro after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone that she had seen Tamataro, he would claim her soul.
Wait, you think Filch believes that too?
Ah, so Mr. Big Time City Slicker Lawyer has heard of them? The old village superstitions?
Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about?
The people of Ninetails Vale believe some pretty strange things. Like, big dicks. And the superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Tamataro.
Darn, straight that's why. It's all right here.
Village superstitions. Do not gaze upon Tamataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it: your immediate departure from the village. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul?
See, that's why us folks in Ninetails Vale can't talk about seeing Tenmataro.
Village superstitions added to the court record. They clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tamataro costume. They knew that way no one could talk about him, so it was as if he never existed. The defense holds that this Tamataro impersonator is the true killer.
Objection!
Huh. Superstitions, you say? What kind of fool would actually believe such rubbish? And would Dad, using some silly fairy tale, could so easily expose the culprit? You'll need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Objection!
Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackwood.
Objection!
Try living in my world of narrow cells, moral danger, and dark sleepless nights. There is no lack of superstition in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
Objection!
What does this have to do with the case? Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Ninetails Vale. A life or death superstition might make even you a believer.
Ah! Ah! What was that? What the hell was that?
Gets damage.
It was just, you know, getting hurt.
Order! Order, I say!
You fool of a tanuki. 2 times now. Your lies have cost me. Sorry, I promise not to do it again. Yes, I will. Taka, my fine feathered friend, have at him. Ah, he's gonna eat me alive! Aim for the hills!
Generic fleeing sound. Ah, he took off.
Where would he go?
Bailiff! What are you waiting for? After him and with your fastest men!
It's certainly not something you see every day.
How could he just leave? The fuck?
He just rushed through the door.
Yeah, what the fuck? Isn't there like a cop there? Like,
Yeah, I
what
think
kind of
at
security
the
is this?
Well, it would seem a new and important fact has come to light. A third party disguised as the yokai Tamataro was at the scene. And now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, prosecutor, back here?
Ah!
He broke his chains. Uh-oh.
Ah! Ah!
His shackles.
What the?
I'm too young to die.
Justice, Dono. Long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade. You had best say your prayers.
Ah!
No, this is like a comedy show now. You can't really take this seriously.
But now, everybody's just standing still.
We can see the wonderful graphic.
Detective, do something!
Ha ha ha! Have no fear, Fulbright is here. When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going.
Objection!
Why are you
Get going
objecting?
already before he kills us.
Oh, but I stand in awe of Simon Blackwell, for it is his sense of justice that set him free.
Objection! Objection! I object to Detective Fulbright's definition of justice!
Silence. Huh. I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards.
Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwood, can I ask you to,
Was this an insult now?
I think the judge forgot he's in charge here.
So, Justice Dono's assertion is this. Tenma Taro is the real killer and not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Right, and that yokai, or rather whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman Q.
Silence!
What? Ah!
Care to explain why Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see your alleged killer yokai there in the Fox Chamber?
What? He's right, she said nothing about Tamataro being in the Fox Chamber.
Huh. Let me enlighten you. That little scam heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door.
And your point is?
Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewered murder victim, the Alderman, and the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor.
No, there must have been someone dressed up like Tenma. Ah!
Then why does that little scam claim not to have seen a yokai in the Fox Chamber?
Considering her father's accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room.
Murder
Understand.
balls.
Why didn't she see Tamataro inside the Fox Chamber?
Huh. There's but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh.
The foul battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive. Heh heh. Long has my blade thirsted for blood. At long last it shall be sated.
Wait, this is still a trial, right?
Show me what you're truly capable of, Justice Dono.
Very well then. Both parties no doubt need some time to regroup. So the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to...
I wanna know. 3 minutes.
Noise like fun karma.
Oh, I'm sorry, but a 3-minute recess?
Just so. Plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo.
The loo? You mean the bathroom?
Sheesh. At least include enough time to wash our hands.
See that you take no more time than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished.
I can do it in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. I hereby declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins.
I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round of Simon Says.
Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor is running the show, does it?
No!
But I can do it.
That's
I
a
can do it
perfect
in.
time because I need to pee really badly and
Okay,
it's also
2
time
minutes.
to swap. And
You need to go to
wait,
the loo?
You,
oh yes, I need to go to the loo.
you have 3 minutes, Taro. 3 minutes before the recess is out. And I also go. And I also go.
What? I'm alone!
Now you all fill up your bottle or something.
Oh, woo, nice prize! Oh, woo, nice prize!
Well, that sucks.
Carry 0294. It's so quiet now, haha.
Yeah, totally.
Carry 0294. Kitty. Carry 0294. BB. Carry 0294. Aw smiling face with heart smiling face with heart smiling face with heart smiling face with heart's red heart. Anirachu. Cat on stream. Carry 0294. So QT.
What do you think? Now I get 1,000,000 views. Give me 1,000,000 views. Ugh. So where's my 1
Carry
million views?
0294. Yes, give him 1 million views.
Yes, I want 1,000,000 views, please. Please. Oh. Hello. Come on. Get over here. What was that?
Oh shit, my power bank.
Oh, always your power bank.
Carry 0294. No idea. Carry 0294. He's too cute.
So did you do it in 3 minutes? Lot.
Actually, that was 5 minutes.
Suck my dick, it's your turn.
So what happened with Miles Edgeworth now?
He busted out of his shackles.
Actually, yeah, we haven't seen him in a while.
He's dead. He died.
He's
It's
dead.
over. Yeah, what was all that about? Guess they don't make shackles like they used to.
Better be careful, Apollo. You've really brought out the samurai in him. Especially after you proved there was a Tenma Tower impersonator at the manor.
What's with that guy in the whole samurai act anyway?
Shots fired swordsmanship. That's no mere act. Mr. Justice, it's high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel.
No way, let's set the dueling until after we prove your innocence.
I suppose it could wait till later.
Does anyone remember we are conducting a trial here?
No, this is
So, and what happened to the other thing?
Nippon.
Where's the Jewish system? Is it gone now? I mean, say that at Apollo.
I'm gonna
Carry
go wash.
0294. Those were some cheap shackles.
Remember what Blackquill said, Apollo. Don't be late.
Blockquill.
What's
He's gonna
that? Why?
block you on Twitter.
Wow, that could be a great name.
Wow, it's the first time we have a screenshot like that, and
Oh. Now then, I took a piss and...
Carry
one of our
0294.
next witnesses,
Must be
Miss
from Wish LOL.
Jinxie Tenma, a maid at QB Manor. I believe we can proceed now, if the witness is ready, that is.
look at this fake reflection. It's a fake reflection.
really does exist.
Is this ray tracing or double rendered?
Wow, that is one well-polished tray.
Really?
The witness will show her face while in court, or her testimony will be inadmissible. What is it, my child?
Begone, Noir Hayon, leader of the 100 demons.
Oh, you think I'm a yokai? Well, I was once known as a judicial monster of sorts.
Oh, good.
The beast at the bar, the demon of due process, if you will.
My charm has no effect. The demon of due process? Just not sure I can see that one.
Now, little scamp.
Yes?
I trust you while you're here.
Bags of balls.
Bags. Oh, that tricksy Tanuki? Try the noodle stand and go enjoy a big bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at it.
Everyone's a comedian.
No, I mean your bags, the ones under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping. Here, this charm will keep your Anzukirai away.
Anzukirai? The yokai that washes Azuki beans? The only thing needing washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off.
What a funny joke, so
Oh
funny.
my god.
Anzukirai often keeps people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans. But if you stick this charm on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore.
Is that so? Well, thank you.
Looks like Prosecutor Blackwell got more than he bargained for.
They're bad enough alone, but together, those two are just plain creepy.
The testimony, if you please, Miss Tenma. Specifically, whether or not you saw Tenma when you discovered the crime scene.
You bitch!
What Jinxie saw? Did I see Tenma in the Fox Chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw, yes, I know, I remember. Yokai, right there in that room. Well, that was it. That's my testimony.
So there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
No. Lots and lots of them.
Wait, more than one yokai? Did Tenma happen to be among them?
I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is that room was swimming in yokai. Kasha, Norikabe, Setsaisho. They were all there.
That is an unexpected turn of events. We've gone from no yokai to a flood of them.
This is ludicrous. You would have this court listen to this delusional little scam testimony?
Hold it! What? Your Honor, I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear. But a quick therapy session should ease her mind. With the court's permission, of course.
What a fabulous idea! Please proceed, Miss Sykes.
You sure you know what you're doing, Athena?
She's obviously not herself, the trauma of discovering that crime scene. And fear of testifying have her dazed and confused. A regular ball of confusion. But my analytical psychology-based approach should be able to help.
Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? Shall we let Miss Sykes proceed?
Makes no difference to me. Do as you will, but I doubt we shall get any viable testimony. She'd better serve by bearing the witness to the sword skills I forged in a distant land. Nipponese.
I'll show you. Now I'll show you. Oh, look, Smiley OS.
Nice.
Time to
Wow,
launch my
look, the gimmick.
Linux.
The gimmick.
Did I see Tenma in the Fox Chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw,
Carry 0294. Widget OS.
Yes, I remember. Yoga,
What, is that
right
SpongeBob?
there. Yes.
Why? Oh my god, look at that Tanuki touching his moob. His moobs.
Right.
Carry 0294.
Found
Fluo.
something. It looks like an out of control emotion.
Athena, what exactly are we looking at here?
Oh, this? It's one of Widget's functions. Right here you can see images and emotions extracted from the witness's voice.
Whoa, you mean that little thing can do all this? Pretty cool, huh? And here I thought it was just some kid's toy.
Unfortunately, all I'm getting is an overflow error right now.
It looks like there's not
Should I
enough
send
RAM.
the problem report to Microsoft? See how sad is brightly lit there at the bottom left? She's under an uncontrollable amount of distress which is masking her other emotions. It seems the sheer terror she experienced has made her a confused mess.
So, all those yokai she thinks she saw are a product of rampant emotions?
Yes, that's right. Her fear has instilled in her hallucinations and false memories. She's seeing normal, everyday objects as monsters in her mind.
Wow.
It's a form of schizophrenic hallucination brought on by emotional trauma. Woo!
Emotional damage.
And the trauma in Jinx's case is fear.
So she was and still is seeing ordinary objects as yokai.
We'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before I can treat it.
Wow.
Now let's see. You wanna
Carry 0294.
summarize what?
Schizophrenic.
Apollo, can you point out the yokai on the Wheel of Fire? She seems particularly terrified of that one. Start by pressing probe.
What is probe?
Next, point to what's causing Jinxie's out-of-control emotion. Finally, hit probe again to try and get to the heart of the matter.
Okay, let's give this a try. Press
that
the
what?
probe button. Probe. Probe. Cat monster.
Got it!
Jinxie, what's the name for that yokai on the Wheel of Fire?
That's Kasha, a yokai that steals the bodies of the recently deceased. I bet it came to steal the Elder Man's.
It's almost creepy how well that fits the actual situation.
Exactly, it's a form of hallucination where the patient can't see things for what they are. There must be something at the scene of the crime that she's mistaken for Akasha. Apollo, you need to point out what she thought was a yokai on the Wheel of Fire.
I think I know the answer now. Jinxie, that wasn't Akasha you saw. Could you have possibly mistaken this for Akasha?
What could it be, I wonder?
Later this state? Or this?
Are you
Isn't it
sure?
just the chandelier thing on the top?
Or that?
That's
Did
what I
you
would
think about that, Dario? About the chandelier?
The light fixture.
Oh wait, that's her.
Light fixture.
This one right here, it has a flame design and is up there on the ceiling. There was never a yokai on the Wheel of Fire. The Kashi you saw was just a light fixture.
And when do we kill SpongeBob?
The hell is that supposed to be?
That's one memory back to normal. Nice job. Now that you've got the hang of it, it should be a cinch to point out the rest.
I wonder if we get punishment if we
Jinxie,
fail.
what about this white wall-like monster?
SpongeBob?
That's Norikabe. It's a wall monster that blocks your way or leads you astray.
That's no yokai, Jinxie. It's a folding screen. And this raccoon dog isn't a tanuki monster. It's just the statue of one. And look! These are just balls! And this right here, it's nothing more than a fox statue.
Did you finish the text?
Oh my god. The plate is almost bursting.
It's fixed again. Now it's fixed.
You did it, Apollo. Her extreme fear is under control now.
It was all just my eyes playing tricks on me. There weren't any yokai after all.
See, a clear-cut statement.
But isn't this statement bad?
That's the power of my psychology and your intuition, Apollo. Apollo!
My balls! My balls got hurt!
Oh.
It's just like we thought. There never really were any yokai in the Fox Chamber.
Right. There never really were any yokai there. So the defense is asserting the exact opposite of the original assertion.
Wait. Jinxie, what about Tenmataro?
There wasn't anyone there dressed up as Tenmataro or any other yokai either. I remember it clearly now.
You've
Yeah!
me!
Joking!
Kidding me? Oh wait.
Ona! Ona in the car! I think we just dug our own grave.
Allow me to push you on it. It's the least I could do.
No!
Apollo, can I interrupt you freak out for just a minute? I'm still picking up some noise. It's an unexpected emotion.
Does that mean Jinxie hasn't remembered everything yet?
Exactly, we should be able to get something else out of her. I'll enter the new information we have and run an update. Alright. Okay.
Did I see Tenmatar in the Fox chamber? I was so scared when I entered the room. My legs gave out and I fell to the floor. Info update. During the Fox series, the older man dead on the table and Papa collapsed in the chair. Info update. Nobody else was there. And
Carry
then it was
0294.
Tenmatar.
Widget OS 2.0.
Wait, what am I supposed to do?
Try to find the emotions that contradict her statements.
So if I find a contradictory emotion, I should point it out?
That's right, but it's not just contradictory emotions you should look out for. You should also keep an eye out for sudden changes in an emotion's intensity. The emotions might get stronger or weaker as you move from statement to statement. It's important to compare how the same emotion changes throughout the testimony.
Contradictory emotions and changes in intensity. Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Here it's pretty hard. It's also hard.
Oh, look, now it's lower here. See,
But it
the
gets
sound
any
is
lower.
See, look, before it's very
Yeah.
loud, but then you go
In
to
the other
third one.
statements, this is what happens in the other statements.
No, it's
Okay,
that's also normal. And that's also normal. So
well here it's the hardest. The shocked emoji.
Got it!
gotcha!
The amount of fear you felt is rather low despite your legs having given out from fright. Could something have lessened your fear?
Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of courage on that moment.
You did? Where did it come from?
Let me think. Oh, it was Mama. I suddenly felt as if she was there with me.
Okay, I'll enter sudden burst of courage. Now let's see. Ah, look! Command unknown? What?
Ah, now I'm serious.
She's back from hell.
Apollo, the noise is all gone. Jinxie seems to have remembered everything now.
0%. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. A sudden burst of courage. Now, where could that have come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sudden burst of courage?
Yes, there was, but I realized I had done something naughty when I thought about it later. Uh-oh.
Any idea what could have given Jinxie that courage?
Well, there's one piece of evidence that comes to mind. I wonder if she saw something like it at the scene of the crime. Jinxie, did your sudden burst of courage have anything to do with this?
How the thing looked like again? The scene of the crime.
Jinxie, you didn't happen to see a nine-tails flower there at the scene, did you?
Ah! The demon lawyer strikes again. I can't hide anything from you. I found a small case with a picture of a nine-tails flower on it. I liked it so much I kept it. I stole it.
You what? You can't remove evidence from the crime scene? That's right, young lady. Removing evidence is a big no-no. No! The witness will produce said evidence this instant.
Sorry.
It does seem to be some sort of case. Oh, look, something slid out. It appears to be a key.
I'm gonna have a look at your baldness.
Oh, they didn't animate that, I guess.
Oh! This is none other than the master key to the QB Manor.
The master key?
Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Blackquill?
It matches the serial number of the key that went missing after the murder. Wow. Since when do I have this paper?
A master key?
Carry
Zelda?
0294.
Why don't I
Master
like
sword?
the sound of that?
The master sword. Our little scamp here has stumbled upon an article of unimaginable consequence.
That's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
Heed these words, for I shall say them but once. The sole key to the Fox Chamber has been in this little scamp's constant possession. Ergo, she was the sole person who could use it before, during, and after the murder, which leaves the master key as the only key that could have been opened the chamber. But this master key was found in a room that had been locked by this girl.
And your point is?
Until Jinxie Tenma opened the Fox Chamber with her key, the room had been locked tight from the outside world. There was no one else in there save the victim and his killer. I trust you have figured it out yourself by now. A killer other than the Mayor Tenma himself could have utterly inconceivable.
Objection! Ugh! How could this happen? How could you? I go to Super C!
The defense sister to refrain from growling her frustrations!
Why?
Ah!
Athena, are you alright?
Ugh, I know Mayor Tenma's innocent, but there's nothing we can do.
This sucks.
Well, it sucks balls. Sykes, Dono. Allow me to put you out of your misery.
Can I believe your offer?
Abandon your client and your misplaced faith in him. Wait, who? Let the relief of a clear head and clean conscience come rushing in. That'll make the inevitable guilty verdict far easier to accept.
Great, now he's playing Simon Says with us. Well, he's not going to fool us with his stupid mind games. Athena, don't fall for his tricks.
Ugh, no, I'm the one who's dazed and confused. I can't even think straight.
Hey, are you alright? She fell right into his trap.
Now, I suggest you to make a mad dash from the courtroom into the wild blue yonder. Wander over yonder? Only by running shall your mind be clear from your conscience cleansed.
Objection!
Alright,
I didn't press anything.
Stay with me, Athena.
Alright, I'll be back in 10.
Attraction? Attraction?
Stay with me, Athena. Don't let yourself be twisted by that samurai.
Apollo?
Mr. Justice, I heard the word objection, but what is it you object to?
Huh? Oh, right. That objection was more of a reflex than anything else. Though I was hoping something would come to me while I was trying to stop Athena.
The court is waiting, Mr. Justice, though as it stands now, I'll be forced to declare your client guilty and your legal skills suspect if this is it. Now, do you have anything that could overturn the prosecution's case?
Well, actually, I do. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine.
Apollo, you do have something more than your courts of steel, don't you?
Not really, but we'll be fine.
But...
I've got absolutely
Raccoon
nothing
Mario.
that's never
Order.
stopped me before.
Hello, Raccoon Mar. Welcome to the show.
Oh. I have to explain how the real killer could have escaped that locked room, because it's all over if I don't.
Apollo, this counts for a new approach. Try to think outside the box.
Or in this case, inside the box, and what a doozy that locked room is too.
Oh, Mr. Justice. Do you have anything that can counter the prosecution's argument? You bet I do. The real killer must have escaped from the locked room one way or another.
That conjecture shall only earn you a taste of my blade, Justice Dono.
Time to do or die, literally.
The defense will now explain how it would be possible to escape the locked room.
You sure about this, Apollo? Can you really explain what happened?
I'm fine. You just need to think this whole escaping a locked room thing over from the beginning. So, let's see, if the killer had escaped, how could they have done so?
The choices are pretty limited. The room has a window, but
Carry 0294. Through the
it
vent?
doesn't open wide enough for anyone to get through, and there's a sheer cliff outside. As for the air vent, it's up too high, and there's nothing you could stand on to reach it. And needless to say, the forbidden chamber wouldn't open no matter what we did. So that's out.
Yeah, that's why we gotta keep the solution simple. Like they say, simple is best. We need to rule out
Carry
all the
0294.
absolutely impossible
Oh.
escape roads. Then, whatever's left just might lead us to how the Fox chamber was compromised. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the killer escaped through here.
The door? Well, this is the only thing.
What is there on
Maybe
the
what-
right?
That's
They
the
also seem-
window.
oh wait, that's the window, yeah.
Well, there's a door and something. Maybe he was hiding, that was after she came, he got out and something.
Take that!
Oh, wait, oh, well,
Carry
yes, I suppose that
0294.
would be the
A
only
hidden
way
room or
out.
hall?
Is it wrong?
Huh. It would appear you are already forgotten. The only available key until Jinxie Tenma came on the scene was within that locked room. How would one exit the Fox chamber and then lock it without a key?
I should have seen this coming.
Remember, Apollo, keep it simple.
Simple, right? I could understand if the killer had exited the room with the key, but
Well, Mr. Justice, you get another chance. The prosecution has some fine Japanese steel waiting unless you explain yourself quickly.
I'm fine. I can explain myself. The reason the Fox chamber's hallway door was locked was because
Tenma locked for me.
It's not the last one.
Yes, it is. It's the only way.
No.
From the
Are you
outside.
sure?
It was locked from the outside. Well, yeah.
And how did he came in?
Yeah, think about it. She could
Drink-
open it from the outside. No, it was locked from the inside, which probably has the key. Or something. I don't fucking know.
Well, the middle is definitely nothing.
I think it's,
the middle
I
is
think
nothing.
it's this one. It's
Then try it.
lock.
what if the room was locked from the outside? In other words, the killer took the key through the hallway door, then locked it. Ouch!
Consider this. The master key was found inside the tightly locked Fox chamber. Any assertion that the key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction of fact.
Exiting the room before locking the door would require taking the key outside. But the key was found inside the room, which does seem like a contradiction.
If only we could explain both. Like how the key could be inside the room and be used to lock the door from outside.
Well, let's see if the defense can respond before Prosecutor Blackwell draws his sword. How could the master key be at the crime scene despite the room being locked tight?
Probably not the last one changed the lock.
I think it.
But the middle would work if
only way-
if the window.
Well, it threw outside.
I said the middle
and-
could. The middle could work if the window was open. Was it open before?
No, but they could have opened it and then closed it again. It's also possible. Or
In fact, it's not the last one. In fact, it's not the last one. The air duct, actually. The air duct or not.
well, that would be a kind of a weird throw.
Well, if it throws in from the air duct, it will come inside. So the outside one will work. What do we have again? From outside the room, because there was an air vent, but... Will it work? Does it need enough... But, it wasn't done yet.
What if someone threw it into the room from outside? You know, something like... Go out the hallway door, lock the room, and then toss the key back in through the window? That would explain how the master key could be inside the locked room.
And where would you throw it from? There is a cliff outside the Fox Chamber's window.
Throwing the key in from there is an impossibility.
Oh, right. Ark!
I wonder if the key could have been tossed in from somewhere other than the window.
I like the air vent.
Somewhere other than the window? Could the key have been tossed in through somewhere other than the window?
Well, now it's on the air.
Well, the air
duct.
duct.
Here, Wind.
Yes, the window may be out of the question, but the air vent's not.
Oh, that's right. The Fox Chamber's air duct leads out into the hallway.
That's right, the real killer entered the air duct from the vent outside the Fox chamber. Then dropped the key into the room through the vent inside the chamber.
Oh! That's preposterous!
Oh, that explains how the key got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly.
Mr. Justice, I'm afraid I'm a bit confused.
No, don't worry. I'll explain it so even your honor can understand.
I like this music, actually.
It's like an
It's
insult.
like,
First, the real killer, disguised as Tamataro, murdered the elder man in the Fox chamber. Then they fled the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the air duct from the vent outside in the hallway. Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room through the air vent in the ceiling there.
Dude.
wow, isn't this... That's a lot of work.
All that was left to do after that was go back through the duct and flee the manor. Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer? You stupid motherfucker.
Amazing! Even I could follow that.
And now I'm gonna show you this hammer.
The judge seems really pleased.
That explains everything. The real killer was someone dressed up like Tamataro. And there was someone else other than the mayor and the other man in their room.
Hey, looks like our law has beaten the day back, Prosecutor.
Wow, that was a total turnabout.
Oh, it's a woman.
Order! Order! Order, I say! I have the most beautiful forehead!
Now that I've proved a possible third party, I don't see how our client could be guilty.
Silence! Silence, motherfucker! A valiant effort, Justice Dono, but your final trust missed its mark.
bitch.
Huh?
Both that little scam and the tricksy Tanuki saw the yokai after it left the room. But then what? Did that irksome yokai simply go through the foyer and waltz right out of the front door?
That's exactly what happened. The killer fled from the... Youch!
But that is impossible. Without being spotted by the foyer security camera, that is. The electric eye here would have captured any pesky little yokai trying to escape. However, there is no sign of Tenma Tower anywhere in the security footage.
Aviation Ripper doors. In justice we trust huge bird black will get talk out of me.
Save for the foyer entrance, there's no other way to flee the manor, is there?
I don't feel so good.
Hold it! Wait, I believe there is the other way to escape besides the foyer entrance. There's a launch window in the foyer. It's possible to escape through there without being seen by the security camera.
Hey, you're right.
Ha! Look at
Silence!
Must I point out every crucial detail to the defense? It seems you lack not only the brains, but investigative prowess to boot. That is the cliff side of the manor. The only killer escaping that way would be a dead one.
No, none!
Wait, so the killer didn't escape out of the foyer window? What the heck, right?
Ha! I suppose your next proposal is the killer sprouted wings and flew off into the sunset.
That would mean the killer really was a yokai.
If only we had some sort of evidence that could point to a flying killer, like that, article in that newspaper.
Who's saying we don't? As completely far-fetched as it might be.
What? You're saying you can prove the killer could fly?
Carry 0294. The new paper. Aviation Ripper doors. You know, Widget would have girly robotic voice.
What? I thought I was the one with the cords of steel.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Your Honor?
What evidence do you have that the killer flew away?
Well, this is the only evidence. I like how
Why should we
this
prove
top
his
part
thing
is-
now?
This top part
If you-
is high
well, okay,
quality, but this lower right part is not.
Look, I want
The lower right
340.
is upscale.
Look, 3:40 p.m. 3:40 p.m.
Take that!
Take a look at this special edition paper.
Tenma Tower, real or flight of fancy? What does this article prove, Mr. Justice?
The photo in that article was taken shortly after the murder. Maybe the yokai in that photo is the killer shortly after they fled out of the window?
Mr. Justice, you're not seriously suggesting?
Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it all adds up. The killer disguised as Tenma Tower flew away, you know, by some way or another.
Silence!
Aviation Ripper doors. Why do people believe in flying? I know the
It
first
always gets
flight in
cancelled,
1903,
man.
but still.
It is your brain that has flown the coop. What? That image is not but trick photography.
It's
from other
Photoshop.
former
Photoshop.
architects.
Okay, then how about the Tenma Tower figure Mr. Filch saw? It just vanished into thin air?
No, there's a rational, common sense explanation for that. That internal yokai our tricksy Tanuki witness never reached the entrance. He, or should I say she, turned back before the camera electric eye.
She? I don't like where this is going one bit.
Now, the fact that we know that yokai had come from the Fox Chamber means that it was likely either a Mayor Damien Tenma or his daughter Jinxie Tenma. However, we know that Mayor Tenma was already unconscious at the time.
Not good. Not good at all.
Do you understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono? The falsified yokai remnants and the appearance of Tenma Taro were the work of one individual. And that individual is none other than Jinxie Tenma.
Wait.
What?
No! This game is very theatrical. You know, lots of emotions, lots of over the top stuff.
Order!
Aviation Ripperdoors. Lixie Temina.
Competing for the greatest freak out ever!
Aviation
Scam
Ripperdoors.
was
Pay
no
nil T.
doubt simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade.
Prosecutor Blackwood's assertion makes perfect sense to me.
It does?
It's far more convincing than saying the killer escaped by flying out of the window.
Huh. Did you truly believe this could end any other way?
Did we fall right into his trap?
What do we do now, Apollo?
Our case no longer stands without a real
Aviation
yokai. If
Ripperdoors.
only we had
Guilty,
one.
guilty, everyone in this courtroom.
If only we had one.
Bailiff, seize her! It is time I interrogated her as a samurai of Yore would. Order!
Order. Mayor Tenma?
This farce is over. How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused of a cover-up most foul?
Tenma Tao's true identity is...
Now, Mr. Mayor. It would be futile at this point to claim you were the yokai. After all, you had been knocked out cold by a blow of the skull. Slipping into a yokai costume and roaming about the manor would be all but impossible. Consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecutor would be willing to overlook her little yokai farce.
Confess? The defendant intends to confess.
Wait.
Apollo! Prosecutor Blackwood's up to his mind games again.
Mayor Tenma, no! Don't fall for his twisted words. If you're sent away for murder, Jinxie will be left all alone.
The real killer is...
Mayor Tenma's going to confess unless we do something.
But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away.
Quack, quack, quack. Look upon me in despair. The wipe is the time for my return.
Uh-oh. I should watch what I wish for.
Quack, 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 quack. Foolish mortals. Now the voice change. I'm Tenma Taro, the yokai you see. You seek.
He completely lost it. Mayor Tenma?
Silence! I'm Tenma Taro, freed from the bonds binding me to the forbidden chamber. Behold, the return of the Demon King.
Demon King?
Well, then I think it's time for me to take a shit. To take a vacation!
Do we have a yokai or not? Or we can wait.
witness will, he will explain himself. Are you saying you're Tenmataro, the yokai we've been chasing this whole time?
Indeed, it is I, Tenmataro, the one whom you seek, come to reveal the truth. This shot is Tenmataro, you say? Ha! What nonsense.
So, Mayor Tenma is a yokai now?
Qua, ha, qua, qua. This body is now mine.
So you're saying that Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you? And that the yokai that Jinxie Tenma and Phineas Filch saw? And the one captured in the newspaper photo? Those were all you?
The cursed power of this wilding charms prevented me from revealing my true form.
What the fuck? Your baldness. Can this not be interpreted as an admission of guilt?
Actually not.
A confession by a yokai would be quite unprecedented.
Be that as it may, the defense's case has been overturned.
Huh? What?
You claim the yokai that little scam saw was some third party, the true killer, and the one who escaped from the locked fox chamber. But it was the accused all along.
Arg!
Ironic, is it not? Your yokai turned out to be real in a matter of speaking. For the alderman's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma, and the yokai at that scene, that too was Mayor Tenma, or should I say, our dear Tenmataro. The pieces have all fallen into place.
How so, Prosecutor Blackquill?
It seems I must spill it all for you, bitch. Mayor Tenma killed the alderman in the fox chamber, which was locked at the time. Then axed him. Then he removed the warding charms from the Forbidden Chamber's door, but then fell unconscious from the blow the alderman had delivered to his head. That's when his daughter, Jinxie Tenma, stumbled on the scene of the crime. The little scamp fled in terror, whereupon the spirit of Tenmataro, freed at last from the charm's warding effect, took possession of the mayor. The newly freed Tenmataro then fled from the fox chamber.
Whee!
Objection!
What? You didn't say anything there.
What?
Dario,
You didn't say
you
anything.
You didn't say
Yes, I
anything.
did.
No,
Only did hear,
not a
I hear,
single
did hear
thing.
silence. It was just silence.
So you see, the yokai Jinxie Tenma saw was her father possessed by Tenmataro. There, I said it again.
No, you said it for the first time now. Well, when we arrived
Fuck.
on scene, the mayor was found unconscious. How is that possible if he was supposed to have flown out of the foyer window?
Then what? Do you mean that to say that the maid of the QB Manor, Jinxie Tenma, was Tenmataro? Hold it.
Qua, qua, qua. That is too easily explained. I figured about for a time did I, but presently Tarot made it for the Forbidden Chamber. But alas, exhaustion took me unaware in the Fox Chamber and I knew no more.
Huh. It would seem the pieces are still in place.
Is Blackquill up to his tricks again?
I don't know what to say. Is that defendant in real life? That rumor about Mayor Tenma's true. I knew yokai were real.
You mean he really did kill the other man just so he could release Tenmataro?
Oh no! Oh no!
Now he's got everyone in the courtroom believing in yokai.
Simon says on steroids. He wants to convict our client any way he can, even if it means blaming a yokai.
The proverbial ducks are all in row. You should now have no qualms about finding the accused guilty, your baldness.
Oh, this is one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact. Even more crazy than that woman, you know, that was like a demon.
No,
Can yokai
she
even
was
be
possessed.
prosecuted under our legal system?
And, you know, her sister can come back, possess a body.
It's a very long case, man.
Objection!
Mayor Tenma is just pretending to be Tenmataro to protect his daughter. Plus, I already proved how a third party could have escaped from the locked room. A verdict at this point would be premature.
Since both sides have raised valid points, I have no choice but to...
Silence! Silence! Ah.
This is the dark age of law where the defense attorneys are not to be trusted.
We should trust
This
you.
is but a ploy to gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight? Oh wait, I know you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning, Justice Stone.
Objection!
I won't fabricate any evidence.
Silence!
Then prove it by joining me. A night in the clink will ensure you will not succumb to temptation.
How about I just promise not to succumb to anything?
We have both evidence and a confession. The killer is this yokai before us. It is beyond dispute. A guilty verdict is all but...
What's wrong with him?
Prosecutor Blackwell! We've had enough of your hijinks! The foundation of justice is fair play, and you are a serious violation of that!
You got electroshocked now?
What in the devil was that? Fool bride! Have you tampered with my shackles in some manner? It seems you found it quite shocking. It's my special jolt.
It's so goofy.
It's my special jolt of justice device. Each press is a
Where's
shocking
Goofy?
reminder to behave. You shall pay for this. I, Simon Black. Ah! Your Honor! You need no fear now. I believe Prosecutor Blackwell will remain on his best behavior.
A bit late with the reassurances, aren't we, detective?
Well, in that case, this concludes today's deliberations.
Really?
The prosecution and defense will use this opportunity to further their investigations. This court is adjourned.
Adjourn! Oh, wait.
Adjourned.
Wow, what an end for this part.
It's more of a show than, you know.
Oh, this is
Now
the
you know why
perfect
it's
way
different
to
than the
start.
other
actual
games.
trial.
In the other games, this would never happen, actually.
This is
The other
perfect
game
way
was
to
more
stop,
serious.
Even though it's 13 minutes.
I think the other game was more serious.
What?
Why do you stop you?
Why?
Like I said, the other
for
game is more
13 minutes?
serious.
Yeah.
But why do we want to stop now? I wonder.
Okay. I thought, you know, we could just continue tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just investigation, man. It's
No.
we can stop any time in the investigation.
Yeah, but what if you don't know where to go?
I mean, I think the other game was more serious, actually.
Fucking
I mean, you
computer!
could testify in court is unprecedented to say the least.
I am Tenmataro, the yokai you see. Could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon?
Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in the bed.
Wait, what about the investigation?
Back! Eek! Wow! Trucy, welcome back!
Where's the still spaghetti, man?
Oh, you're in your stage outfit, back from work? Yep, I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick.
I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness.
Well, even the game acknowledges that.
Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape.
And whoever did that was the Tenmataro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw.
Right, maybe there's some evidence in the air duct.
Cool.
This fight starts right now. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear.
No, please. No.
3, 2, 1, ta-da! Destroy evidence!
Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic panties.
Wow, that's such. This
How
is
does she
great.
know it's
Yeah,
unnecessary? Maybe.
you know, you could just make a screenshot of this, totally out of context.
Wow.
And would be funny, I guess. In fact, I'm gonna
And
that
do
right
it, man. Make a screenshot. And anyway, I think this game is less serious than the other one. I apologize. The other game was more serious.
I wonder where all that stuff goes.
You don't want to know.
asshole!
Okay,
What makes
let's
you
get on
think
to the scene of the crime.
What makes you think you have to clean the toilets, Apollo? It's my shit!
Vamonos! Vamonos!
Oh. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Why does Apollo have to clean the toilets all the damn time?
I said to just bring us there.
So fucking funny, I laughed my ass off and I died.
Well, then rest in
Detective
peace, Taro.
Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct?
How do we
Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so.
What if he's been like this ever since the trial?
Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It will probably take a while for him to recover.
I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need.
The air duct is the key. We know that Tenmataro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the other man, the killer left the fox chamber through the hallway door.
Yes.
Then, after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway.
Wow.
Killer.
Finally, the killer dropped the key into the fox chamber through the air vent here. Then went back through the duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created.
If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there.
Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up.
Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting!
Wow, she even said it correctly. Stepladder.
Wow, how nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing.
Damn, he's taking the biggest. He's taking the biggest shit ever.
It's a thick layer of dust in here.
Wow.
Dust? I don't get it.
Find anything? Yikes, Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust!
Yeah, dust. Lots of dust.
So what did you find?
You know how dust collects on something that nobody uses it for a long time?
Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office.
Right. You think it would be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail?
I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting? No one's gone through that dark lately?
Kinda looks that way. Well, it's easy, man. This guy just collected the dust and, you know, put the dust into the air vent.
How
Easy, huh?
How is this
And if it's true, Mayor Tanmar is going to be fingered as the killer. Yeah.
What if the guy was already in there, where they were all sleeping or something?
If you don't turn things around quickly.
In justice we trust!
Ugh!
Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed.
Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
Ugh, and I'm back to my old devastated self.
Aw, come on. Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man. Bring it on.
Let me suffer in peace.
Fiends! There's nothing to do but...
But destroy the ship and all go down together.
Wow.
Okay. Bound together.
Oh.
Ha! Justice prevails once more.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
What?
It's not over yet. And besides, kicking someone when they're down is what bad guys do.
Say,
Oh! Say, are you calling me a bad guy? Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice?
Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here.
Information about the investigation. Oh!
Look, it's actually the same animation as that guy in the Great Ace Attorney. You know, that rich person who we defended, who was innocent at first, but then he was guilty as fuck.
You mean the fat
the
what's he called again?
Irishman, that Irishman.
How's he called again?
How about the investigation?
Yeah, exactly.
Money?
that guy.
Something with money?
Alright, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again. Understood?
Wahoo! We did it, Apollo!
Whoa! Bingo!
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
We can't investigate.
I can't believe Prosecutor Blackpool would stoop that low. I mean, to pinning the blame on the yokai? He really wants a conviction at all costs.
Oh!
She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad.
Yes, well, I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak.
Lol.
I don't ever teach him anything.
Yeah, you probably just write dotard 1,000 times.
Total. Was this total?
Doste!
Doste! That whole
Something like
yokai
retard,
business is
retard.
most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planning in an effort to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right. I'd like to see him prove it.
Whoa, calm down. He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside the QB Manor.
Wait, that isn't the staff Tanmataro was supposedly carrying, is it?
The one and only. Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No way. Well, what about Prince?
Nope, no Prince. If she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway.
Well, prince or no prince, it's not going to work in our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case, Then where in the mansion did Tenma get it from?
Well, from inside his chamber?
Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out that the victim was the amazing Ninetales?
He did indeed. He's sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger and the victim's past. The amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered the great hero. The amazing Ninetales fans are so angry, they even tried to storm the detention center.
Damn.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened.
Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the amazing Ninetales?
A wrestler mask is more precious than his own life. He never unmasked himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate.
We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison.
What? No! Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client?
Oh yeah.
You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history.
Oh, great.
I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of the figure 4 leg rock.
Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other new developments we should know?
Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something.
He did? What did he say?
He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exacts were, I am under no obligation to speak with your mortals. And other things of that nature.
I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered.
Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know! Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? Ha ha!
What now, Apollo?
How about regrouping back at the agency?
Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we are there.
Well,
Now we can't
perfect
stop.
time to...
But first, you gotta stare at me.
Go save the game
Stare!
and we're done. It was a good day. A good day.
Actually, this character's great. This,
What a nice 3 hours. Stop the sound. I hate it.
Well,
Carry
anyways, guys, that is it for
0294.
today.
Stare at his greatness.
Bye.
Stare at his greatness.
Bye.
Anyways, see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
I already ended my stream, or well,
No!
Bye.